I'm Bill Gordh. I'm a storyteller, and today I'm with Lisa Gutkin, a fiddler, and we're going to share a Jewish tale from the Ukraine. It's called A Garment for the Moon. The moon loved being in the nighttime sky, crossing the sky every night, looking down. And everyone loved looking up at that moon. Yep. The moon loved that nighttime sky, except she got cold sometimes. Yep, the moon got cold in that nighttime. So one day, she decided to visit the sun. You know how sometimes you go and you look up at the sky in the daytime and you see the moon? Well, this was one of those days. And the moon came over and said, "Son, you know I love being in the nighttime sky. That's where I want to be. But I'm cold, and I don't like that." And the sun said, "Yeah, well, you shouldn't be cold. That's not good. Wonder what we can do. Let's send out the word. Somebody will do something, I'm sure of it." So the word went out. And sure enough, everyone loves the moon. So the royal tailors heard, and they got together. The royal tailors and those other tailors who were making the finest and fanciest clothes around. They said, "This is a job for us. Definitely, definitely." Okay, first we need to make a design. To make a design, we need to look up at the moon and decide, let's see, okay, let's start drawing. Oh, they started. Yes, they worked some more the next day, making details, adding details. The next day, even some more special things. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work. They took their drawing, they looked up at the moon. Oh no, the moon's bigger. It doesn't fit this design. Okay, back to the drawing board. They started working again. They wanted everything just right. And it took like 2-3 days. And they said, "Okay, now we've got it. Let's take a look, hold it up. There's the moon." Uh-oh, the moon's bigger. This doesn't work at all. Okay, back to the drawing board. They got to work again. More drawing, details, this and that. Ooh, this is gonna be a nice one. Yeah. We finally got it. Let's look at the moon. Oh no, it's bigger again. This is not working. Night after night, day after day, drawing and planning, but it wasn't going anywhere at all. The tailor said, "This is impossible. The moon changes size. We can't do this." Oh, they gave up. Just like that. Well, there are other tailors in this story. And those other tailors, well, they're not the royal ones. They're not the ones that work for all those making those fancy clothes. But they're hard-working tailors. And they got together and said, maybe we can do it. So they made their drawings, worked carefully too. And they looked up at the moon after 3 days. Oh, it changed. Same deal. They worked and it was different. The moon's bigger. Oh no, of course. The moon changes shape. What can we do? I've got an idea. Who said that? Oh, one of the tailors who had not said anything, had not really done much of anything at all, but suddenly, "What's your idea?" "Well, when I was a little boy, my great-grandmother told me a story. But it wasn't a made-up story. It was a true story. And she told me that there was an amazing land that wove things out of all different kinds of substances. And one of the things they wove with was light. They would weave things with light. And those fabrics would change. Whoever was wearing them, it would fit them. Oh, that's it. They all said it together. That's it. Oh, Taylor, you found our solution. Okay, we'll all go in together. We'll give you money. We'll give you supplies. And you go and get this light fabric, and then we can make it for the moon. Oh, this is so exciting. Yay. And the tailor said, but there's one problem. What? I don't know where this land is. My great-grandmother didn't tell me that, I don't think. I mean, it was a long time ago. That's why I wanted to be a tailor from that story. Well, you gotta try. So they all got supplies together. They got food. They got as much money as they could. And they sent him on his way. Which direction should I go? And that's when he remembered that his great-grandmother, when she told him the story, had been looking out the window towards the east. Ah, that must be it. That's what made her think of it in the first place. So he started traveling to the east. And he waited for a couple of days before he stopped, because he knew it wasn't anywhere nearby. But after a couple of days, he thought, maybe this is the land. And he went into a village and he said, is this the land? What? Is this the land where they weave with light? What? Is this the land where they weave with light? No. What are you talking about? Never mind. I'll travel on. And he traveled on, and he went to a village a couple of days later, and this time he asked for tailors first. And when he found the tailors, he said, okay, I've gathered you together here in this village. Now, which one of you is the one that weaves with light? And they looked at the tailor, and they looked at each other, and they said, none of us. None of you? What are you talking about, weaving with light? Oh, never mind. I'll travel on. And the tailor traveled on. At nights he slept under the moonlight, and he was shivering. Oh, poor moon, I'm sorry. We'll take care of you. He traveled on. Another village, another village, another village, another village. Is this the place? The land where they weave with light? No, what are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? And the next, and the next, and the next? No, weaving with light? Nobody weaves with light. Oh, it's been a year. I've been traveling for a year and nothing's happened. All anybody says is, no, we've never heard of anything like that at all. Oh, a boat on a river. Maybe may as well go over there. Can I get on your boat? Sure. So he climbed onto the boat, and they set out across the river, and the tailor looked at the water, moving along, moving along. I don't know. And the captain said, what's wrong? Oh, Captain, I'm looking for a land. It's kind of silly maybe, but my great-grandmother told me about it, a land where they weave with light, but nobody's ever heard. Everybody looks at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. The captain said, yes, you're in luck. What? You're in luck? See the shore right over there where we're going? That is the land that you're looking for. Whoa. So he got to the other side. He thanked the captain. He started, oh, look. Even across the plain, he could see that there was a town, and there was a great big palace. Whoa. That must be it. That must be it. And he started walking faster. He got moving into the little town. Oh, wait. In a land where they can weave with light, everybody should be happy. But it looks like everybody around here is sad. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, our queen is sad. And when our queen is sad, we're sad too. We can't be happy. Well, why is your queen sad? Well, because of the wedding. What wedding? Her daughter's supposed to get married. Oh, is she sick? No, she's not. The groom? No, it's not that. What is it? It's the queen's gown. The queen's gown? What do you mean? Well, in our land, in our queendom here, every queen forever, at the wedding of the princess, wears the gown woven of light. Woven of light? The gown woven of light? Is that what you said? A gown woven of light? Yes. The queen wears a gown woven with light. So what's the problem? That sounds fantastic. That sounds magical. It is. It is magical. But you see, the gown is becoming unwoven. What? It's falling apart. It's falling apart. But get one of the tailors who weaves. You know, they work with light. That's what this queendom is known for, right? Well, it was, but they lost it. They don't know how to do it anymore. It just got left behind somehow. How could anybody leave something like that behind? We don't know, but that's just the way it is. And this is the last thing. This gown is the last one. And if the queen, she can't wear it because it's coming unwound, and then her daughter won't be able to wear it, and because she wore it, her grandmother wore it, her mother, her great-grandmother, on and on and on and on and on back. They all wore this gown. It fit every one of them exactly right. They looked dazzling. Oh, my. Well, I'm a tailor. Did the other tailors try here? Yes, they all tried. They can't do it. It's impossible. Well, I'm a tailor. I could try. Well, we'll take you to the queen because she wants to see anybody who can help, because she wants this wedding. Her daughter will be so happy. And so they brought him into the palace. And the queen saw him right away and said, "You're a tailor?" "Yes, yes, I'm definitely a tailor. And, you know, a lot of people come to me for repairs. I'm really good at repairs. That's my specialty, really." "Well, maybe you can repair this? Bring it in." And they brought in the gown. Look at the gown. Look at the gown, made of light, made of light. Look at that gown. The tailor could not believe his eyes. It was glorious, amazing, as beautiful as moon itself. Whoa! But look at oh no, Queen, the bottom of your gown, that gown, it's unraveling, and whoa, the light would just go off it into the air. It's gone. Oh no, I see why you're upset, Queen. I see why you're upset. It's so beautiful, and how could it be gone? "I don't know," said the Queen. "Will you fix it?" I'll try. Will you give me a day? Will you give me some time?" Sure, sure. I'll give you your own room. Come, follow me. And they led him into a special room. It was a glorious room with a nice window at the side, light coming in. Yes, I can work here. I can work here. I'll study it. And then tomorrow, you come back tomorrow morning, and maybe I'll see what I can do. Oh, please, please, please. I'll try. So he took the gown and he looked. It's coming unraveled. Oh no, please stop, don't go unraveling more. I don't want it to be worse than it was. Oh, what can I do, okay. I think I'll snip out a little of the bottom part so I can really study it without like messing up the whole gown. And wait, I don't see how it's even sewn together. It's just like light. Oh, and he studied it and looked and wondered and what can I do? And nighttime's coming, and the moon came up. It was a full moon shining through the window, and he just, without even thinking about it, he just held up the gown up to the window, to the moonlight, and the moon's light was weaving its way into the gown. Into the gown. It was repairing the gown. The gown was glowing. The moonlight is doing it. Oh, thank you, moon. And it worked away all night long. The moon and the moonlight repaired the gown. And in the morning, the queen came in, not very hopeful. And she said, "Well, tailor," and he said, "Take a look." And she looked, and she started crying. And then she started smiling, and then she started laughing, and then she cried some more, and she said, "You did it. Look at my gown." She put it on. She spun around. The queen's gown was glowing with light. Every bit of it perfect as perfect can be. Oh, the wedding can take place. Yay! Oh, tailor, what can we do for you? And he just smiled and said, "Oh, you don't need to do anything. I'm just looking at..." Oh, I do have an idea. Could I keep this little piece of fabric I cut off the gown when I was studying it? She said, "Of course. Look, my gown is perfect. Of course. And we will give you a bag of gold, and that will take you home and take care of you for a long, long time, 'cause you have taken care of us. And the queendom will be forever grateful, because now I will wear this at my daughter's wedding, and my daughter will wear this at her daughter's wedding, and on and on and on. Thank you. The wedding can take place." And the next day, the tailor left the palace, and he started walking towards the river, and he could hear, oh, they're getting ready for the wedding. The music was beginning to play. Walked and walked back to the river. He climbed on the boat and thanked the captain. It worked. It worked. Do you hear the music? The wedding's gonna take place. And he got to the other side and he started his big trip home. He walked and walked and walked, day after day, night after night, and looked at the moon as he walked. Oh, full moon. So he took out that little fabric he had and he held it up to the full moon, and you know what the moon did. There goes the light, there goes the light, making it bigger and 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 bigger. Oh, and at the end of the night he folded it up. It was so big now, and he packed it away and he started walking again, and he traveled and traveled and traveled and traveled, day and night, day and night, day and night, night after night. And he watched the moon, and the moon shone down. He watched the moon, and the moon shone down, and there was a full moon. And he unfolded that fabric and he held it up to the full moon, and it made it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he walked and walked and walked under the moonlight, under the sunlight, on and on, month after month. And every time there was a full moon, he unfolded the fabric and held it up again all night long. And it grew bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the next full moon, 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 bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And finally he was back home, and he unfolded it for his friends the tailors, and they said, "You did it! It's perfect! We can just do a few finishing touches, a few finishing touches." And that's what they did. This and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that, this and that, and this and that, this and that, and this and... Oh, it's perfect! It's perfect! It's perfect for the moon! They presented it to the moon. And the moon was happy. The moon was happy. Crossing the nighttime sky that she loved so much, warmed by the light of the gown that she wove with her very own light. And she still does just that. Travels through the night, wearing the gown with the light from her very own light. Watch out for that moon. Watch her glow. And that's the story.